Have you ever looked at a Hollywood star you used to know and suddenly realized you could barely recognize them anymore? Those once familiar faces we admired on screens and magazine covers have changed so dramatically that it can be truly surprising. Many actors who were once global heartthrobs, capturing the attention and admiration of millions, now leave fans completely stunned by their unexpected and sometimes shocking transformations. It makes you wonder how much time, lifestyle changes, and the pressures of fame can reshape even the biggest stars. From procedures that looked like attempts to freeze time, to bold and controversial choices that completely changed their appearance and nearly pushed their careers to the edge, these transformations are nothing short of shocking. Today's video is guaranteed to leave you amazed. If you're curious enough to stick around until the very end, don't forget to drop a 1 in the comments or a 0 if you see things differently. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any of the exciting videos we have coming up. Our final reveal features what many consider the most controversial cosmetic surgery in Hollywood history. You definitely won't want to miss it. Michael Jackson wasn't just a superstar, he was a cultural force that reshaped an entire generation. With a visionary mind and unmatched talent, he transformed the worlds of music and dance, becoming a true symbol of creativity and innovation. His iconic moves inspired millions across the globe, and as the world danced along to the irresistible beat of Billie Jean or watched in awe as he lit up the stage, Jackson forever changed how we experience music and performance. But behind the bright lights, the fame, and those unforgettable moments on stage, there was a quieter struggle unfolding. Hidden beneath the glamour, an inner battle many never truly understood, where Michael often found himself questioning the very reflections staring back at him in the mirror. However, Michael Jackson's first nose surgery marked the beginning of a long and complex transformation that continued throughout his life. Over the years, multiple nose operations, cheek implants, chin reshaping, eyelid lifts, and facelifts gradually changed the natural harmony of his features. The nose that once carried so much expression and was tied to his most iconic songs and electrifying performances became refined to the point of being almost unrecognizable. These changes not only reshaped his appearance but also sparked ongoing questions about his motivations and the deep obsession he seemed to have with his own image. This struggle wasn't just about his appearance, but about identity, self-worth, and the invisible expectations he felt from both himself and the public. Even with his extraordinary level of success, worries about his image and the constant chase for perfection continued to follow him, creating a deep internal conflict that stayed with him throughout his life. In the early 1980 seconds, Michael still carried the gentle charm and innocent eyes that America had adored for so many years. But not long after, that same face became his toughest critic, reflecting not only his changing features, but also the insecurities growing inside him. His first surgery, a nose job after breaking his nose during rehearsal, was originally believed to help him breathe better. Yet it marked the beginning of a much larger transformation that extended far beyond the physical. However, skeptics accused him of denying his heritage and trying to reinvent himself to fit society's narrow beauty standards. But the reality was far more complex. Michael lived under the weight of racial discrimination in the entertainment industry, relentless mockery from tabloids, and the overwhelming pressure of impossible beauty ideals. All of these forces shaped a life filled with contradictions, where Michael Jackson, despite reaching extraordinary levels of success, continuously struggled to find peace with both himself and the world around him. In addition to his many cosmetic surgeries, Michael Jackson's changing skin color became one of the most controversial aspects of his life and career. While he maintained that the change was due to a skin disorder, the speculation around his complexion became an inseparable part of conversations about his complicated life. As his skin gradually lightened, rumors grew that he was deliberately trying to distance himself from his African-American heritage. Jackson, however, consistently stated that he had vitiligo, a medical condition that causes the loss of skin pigmentation. His extraordinary talent never faded, but his face became a living canvas, marked by pain and impossible expectations. When he passed away in 2009, Michael Jackson was not only the unbeatable king of pop, but also a haunting cautionary tale, a man who achieved everything the world could offer, yet lost himself along the way. His music lives on forever, but his transformation serves as a powerful reminder that the relentless pursuit of perfection can break even the brightest souls behind the legend. Pete Burns, the charismatic frontman of the iconic band Dead or Alive, was famous for his gender-fluid style, powerful voice, and unforgettable stage presence. In the 1,980 seconds, he shot to international fame with the hit song You Spin Me Round Like a Record. But over time, his face became almost as talked about as his music for very different reasons. It all started with a nose surgery to repair an injury, a procedure that ignited a lifelong obsession with changing his appearance. Over the years, Pete Burns underwent more than 300 surgeries, including cheek implants, facelifts, multiple nose jobs, and excessive lip injections, pushing his body to extreme and sometimes dangerous limits. In fact, Pete Burns openly embraced these transformations, describing himself as a living work of art, a sculpture in constant evolution. Yet, as the procedures piled up, his reflection grew harder and harder to recognize, walking a fine line between artistic expression and self-destruction. From a celebrated pop star, he became a controversial symbol of the extremes of artificial beauty, where the pursuit of perfection appeared to have no limits. The repeated nose surgeries left his nose narrow and fragile, nearly on the verge of collapse, while cheek implants gave his face sharp, angular features that were a far cry from his original look. But it was his lips that brought him closest to disaster. After countless injections, he suffered severe complications, constant swelling, intense pain, and infections so serious that emergency surgery was required to prevent permanent damage. Through it all, Pete Burns never shied away from showing the world his ever-changing transformations. When Pete Burns passed away in 2016 at the age of 57, his legacy was undeniably a double-edged sword. He was a trailblazer for LGBT visibility in mainstream culture, and an artist who boldly challenged conventions around gender and beauty. At the same time, he served as a stark warning about the extremes of cosmetic surgery in the entertainment industry, a reminder of the costs that come with relentlessly chasing changes that go beyond one's natural identity. Pete Burns' story is not just about transformation, it's also a powerful testament to the price of pushing artistic and personal innovation to its limits. A similar story is told by Bruce Jenner, once celebrated as the ultimate symbol of masculine strength, an Olympic gold medalist, and a role model for American sports. But his journey wasn't just a public one, it was deeply personal, as he gradually began to redefine both his appearance and his identity. In the years leading up to his public transition to Caitlyn Jenner in 2015, she underwent a series of cosmetic procedures, including rhinoplasty, facelifts, filler injections, and Botox, all intended to feminize and soften the features of her face. Caitlyn Jenner's journey is a powerful reminder that cosmetic surgery isn't always about chasing conventional beauty. Sometimes it's a profound way to express and embrace one's true self. At the same time, her story has sparked plenty of controversy. While many celebrate her as a symbol of courage and self-liberation, others criticize her for going too far in altering her appearance to fit societal beauty standards. From jaw reconstruction to breast augmentation, her procedures have fueled debates, making her both an admired icon and a frequent subject of scrutiny. These changes weren't just about outward appearance, they reflected a deep and personal effort to align her looks with the inner struggle she had carried for decades. Jenner's journey, while often controversial, ultimately stands as a powerful testament to the courage required to face oneself honestly in a world quick to judge. When Caitlyn Jenner's transformation was revealed on the cover of Vanity Fair in 2015, it stunned the world. Her facial features appeared softer, her lips fuller, and her skin smooth and radiant, presenting the image of a confident, strong woman fully ready to live authentically as herself. It's an image that almost seems to erase the face of the man who once dominated the 1,970 seconds track. Yet behind that glamorous exterior lay a constant struggle, both physical and mental, as Caitlyn Jenner underwent complex surgeries while facing relentless public scrutiny. She explains that each procedure wasn't just about changing how she looked, they were part of a deeper journey to reclaim her true identity. This marked a pivotal moment in her life, a bold and courageous decision to finally live authentically as herself. However, despite all the hardships, controversies, and challenges, Caitlyn Jenner has remained steadfast, showing that a person's true worth isn't defined by perfect looks, but by the courage to live authentically. Even while facing relentless judgment and criticism from the public and the media, she has stayed true to her commitment to be herself. Caitlyn Jenner's story isn't just about a physical transformation, it's a powerful lesson in self-acceptance and self-love, even in the face of society's expectations and pressures. Mickey Rourke, the 1,980 seconds heartthrob with piercing eyes and a rugged masculine charm, captivated audiences around the world. Yet his career and public image have been shaped by a story of continual changes to his body and appearance. The surgeries he underwent following an accident sparked widespread discussion, and the image that was once a symbol of raw masculinity became a subject of controversy. Still, there's no denying that Mickey Rourke remains a daring and resilient presence in the entertainment industry. But what began as a process of recovery quickly turned into a series of poorly considered cosmetic procedures, hair transplants, multiple nose jobs, silicone cheek implants, and excessive wrinkle removal. The results were disastrous. Instead of restoring his youthful appeal, Mickey's face began to resemble a rigid mask, far removed from the rugged, magnetic look that had once captivated audiences. Even the most skilled surgeons could only do so much. He often appeared older than his actual age, and his once fiery, piercing eyes, his signature trait, almost vanished, leaving a face that many fans struggled to recognize. Mickey Rourke had it all: fame, talent, and a magnetic charm that made him a Hollywood icon. But when he stepped away from acting in the early 90 seconds to pursue a professional boxing career, everything changed. The ring brought both victories and a heavy cost his face. Constant punches left broken bones, deep scars, and lasting damage, forever altering the features that had once made him so striking. At first, the surgeries were purely reconstructive, intended to repair the injuries sustained in the ring. Notably, Mickey Rourke has been open about his mistakes, admitting publicly that he had trusted the wrong surgeon to reconstruct his face, and viewing it as part of his personal journey. Yet the undeniable reality is that his attempts to fight aging caused him to lose much of the charm that had originally made him a star. Today, Mickey Rourke is celebrated not only for his raw, unforgettable performance in The Wrestler, but also as a cautionary tale, a striking reminder of the cost of trying to battle time with a scalpel instead of embracing it with grace. In the 1,970 seconds, Igor and Grichka Bogdanov were an exceptionally talented twin duo on French television. Intelligent, captivating, and strikingly handsome, they drew the attention of audiences everywhere. With their magnetic presence, they brought the worlds of science fiction and the mysteries of the universe straight into the living rooms of millions, leaving an unforgettable mark on French television. Known for their sharp jawlines, high cheekbones, and natural charm, Igor and Grichka Bogdanov became cultural icons, admired not only for their intellect but also for their undeniable allure. Although Igor and Grichka often denied the rumors, claiming their changed appearance was tied to futuristic technology or a form of personal evolution, most people thought differently. The public widely believed that years of extreme cosmetic surgery, filler injections, Botox, and other experimental procedures had dramatically transformed their faces. At high-profile events like the Cannes Film Festival, the twins became viral sensations long before social media existed, with their images circulating alongside countless memes, jokes, and the haunting question, what happened to them? Yet the most striking aspect wasn't just their appearance, it was their unwavering and unapologetic attitude toward it. They never denied or apologized for their transformations. Instead, they seemed to fully embrace them, treating their eccentric appearance as a symbol of defiance, as if altering themselves was a rebellious act against societal norms. In 2021, the twins passed away just days apart due to complications from COVID-19. While Igor and Grichka Bogdanov's contributions to science and television continue to resonate, the world often remembers them most for their strikingly unusual faces. Their story isn't just about excess in aesthetics. It serves as a haunting reminder that the relentless pursuit of uniqueness can turn beauty into distortion and self-expression into self-destruction. However, the force that ultimately shaped their fate wasn't the stars, it was the surgeon's scalpel. By the late 1990s, their once familiar faces began changing in ways that both fascinated and unsettled the public. Small, almost imperceptible alterations quickly escalated into dramatic transformations that seemed to occur overnight. Their cheeks became unnaturally pronounced, their lips wider, and their jaws exaggerated far beyond typical human proportions. With each new change, their appearance became more extreme, eventually earning them the nickname the Alien Twins from media and fans alike. What do you think of these shocking transformations? Drop a 1 in the comments if you agree, or a 0 if you think it's gone too far. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping transformations. Justin Jedlicka didn't just dream of beauty, he dreamed of perfection, something nature could never provide, achievable only through surgery. As a child, he was mesmerized by television shows, featuring glamorous stars with flawless looks and luxurious lifestyle. For Justin, transforming his appearance wasn't about hard work or fame, it led straight to the operating room. Just 4 days after his 18th birthday, he had his first nose surgery, and that was only the beginning. By 2012, Justin had undergone more than 190 procedures, including breast, shoulder, and arm implants, cheek fillers, eyebrow lifts, liposuction, and countless nose surgeries. That number eventually climbed even higher, with the total cost rumored to exceed $600,000. The media quickly dubbed him the living Ken doll, and rumors circulated that he was no longer human but 99% plastic. But for Justin, it was never a joke. Unlike many celebrities who hide their cosmetic procedures, he openly celebrates his transformations. To him, cosmetic surgery isn't about vanity, it's art. His body is a living sculpture, and he is the canvas. He once lived in Trump Tower, married a wealthy businessman before divorcing, and now calls Australia home, fully embracing both his surgically transformed body and his polyamorous lifestyle. He even appeared on Botched, defending his choices with the same conviction that others reserve for their faith. To some, Justin Jedlicka is a daring symbol of self-expression. To others, he's a cautionary tale of vanity pushed to the extreme. His story poses a difficult question. How far would you go to stop being yourself? Justin didn't just want to improve, he wanted to become an entirely new person. In doing so, he has become a living legend of artificiality. But is inner beauty truly enough? Comment 2 if you believe in transformation through cosmetic surgery, or 0 if you think natural beauty is what really matters.